Okay, so I really want to come on here and lie and say I didn't anticipate on making this video, but I kind of did. And that's because I don't want to say I saw this coming, but like I kind of saw this coming. So I don't know what the title of this video is going to be. I might try to make it something a little clickbaity. I'm not too sure yet. If it is, I'm sorry. But basically, I know you all are aware that WWE is considered an essential business in the state of Florida, and everyone freaked out about it last week and da 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 da. And even before then, WWE confirmed they're going to be taping shows during this pandemic, basically putting everyone, including staff, backstage personnel, anyone who basically travels out for these shows, their health in jeopardy at a time where you're advertised to stay home and be in quarantine and all that good stuff. As an essential worker, as myself, who I have to go to work in like 3 hours, I can kind of relate to those situation of people should stay home, no one should be going out unless it's necessary. I work for a warehouse where they sell food and stuff that people need. That makes me an essential. I am an essential. Professional wrestling is not an essential. So how WWE is considered an essential media, I'll never know. But they're allowed to run TV and go live and do whatever in the state of Florida, and people were dragging WWE for it. Everybody was all up in arms talking about, oh, F WWE, and it's not this, it's not that, and Vince McMahon is a piece of shit, and da da da, all that good stuff. And now we're seeing reports that AEW is likely to start taping television next month, starting on May 6th. And when I saw this report, I laughed. I was like, of course they're going to start taping. And I laughed not more so because it's like, oh, AEW is doing it, that's fine and dandy. I laughed because it's like, well, now people are going to have to either look like hypocrites or they're going to have to call both companies out. Because my thing is, if WWE can go out here and say that they're an essential business and basically get the approval to run shows, and AEW doesn't run shows, they tape their shows long before all this happened, fine and dandy, cool, AEW looks like the breadwinners, they look like the good guys. However, when the time comes that AEW goes down the same path WWE's going down, what's going to happen? What's going to happen with people? Because there's a lot of people who white knight AEW and everything they do, but then they don't want to call them out for some reason. You know, I'm a big fan of All Elite Wrestling. I'll say it. I mean, I used to do these Wednesday night war streams where I watch both NXT and AEW on my channel, but now I really just do AEW because I'm on a WWE cleanse and I just want to watch Dynamite right now. And Dynamite, it's really good. Sometimes it's not good, but it's really good more often than not. But the thing is, when they do something wrong, you should call them out for it. Otherwise, they're not going to know. You know, it's an even playing field here. If you call one person out, you got to call the other person out. And this is not confirmation, I saw the report on WrestlingInc.com. I'm reading it right now, saying the current plan is for AEW to resume tapings at their home base and Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida, beginning on May 6th, according to The Observer. AEW is returning to Florida as the state recently opened up for sporting events with national audiences, which is what allowed W to resume operations during the pandemic. I don't really see how people didn't see this coming, honestly. I don't see, like, when AEW initially first said we taped our shows, they never said we taped our shows up until this point, and then afterwards we're not doing any more shows. They just said we taped our shows up until this point, and that's it. And just that little piece that they left out led me to believe they're going to eventually start taping, and they're going to have to. Because if you only tape up until Double or Nothing, what happens after Double or Nothing? Even then, they didn't tape Double or Nothing. You remember how WrestleMania 36 was a tape show? They did not tape Double or Nothing, which means they still have to record that show. So they're going to have to report to Daly's Place, to wherever they tape at now, in order to get Double or Nothing done. So no matter what the situation was, they were going to have to tape regardless, or go live. So I don't see how some people are caught off guard by this at all. But I feel like if this is true and AEW is going to start taping shows, people should go out and they should say, well, AEW is doing the same thing WWE's doing. It's only fair because WWE, I know they're the catalyst, they're the one who started it all, but you can't hold them on a pedestal. I feel like AEW has to be held accountable. If they're going to do the same thing WWE does, I know it comes down to TV deals and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, NFL season got canceled. The NBA got canceled. I mean, XFL is completely donezo. MLB has been canceled. Now, I don't know as far as what other sporting events look like and if they're going to start running shows in Florida. If all sporting events just start running in Florida, then I can't even really call out just AEW. Everybody's looks like like a money mongrel at that point. But if it's just AEW and WWE right now, then like, what do you say to that? What do you say to that other than like they're no better? For everybody out there watching this video, you gotta hold everyone accountable, or nobody's accountable for the situation. I think AEW deserves just as much criticism for doing. Now, this is not confirmation. This is just reporting. If they don't do tape, and I do not think they're not going to tape. I firmly believe they're going to start taping because they have to. They have pay-per-views to build up to. At the end of the day, the way I see it, either everybody's to blame or nobody's to blame.